Hello, welcome to the Cannabis Investor Channel. My name is Jenna Sobocan, and our guest today is David Luxton, Executive Chairman of KWESST Microsystems. Hey David, how are you today?
I'm great, Jenna. Thanks.
Great. I start off asking every interview with this question. So, can you give us your elevator pitch on the company and how basically you would describe KWESST Microsystems?
Sure. Well, it's really turning the battlefield into Hollywood, the kind of things people see in Hollywood movies. Quest is an emerging defense technology company that has developed a proprietary technology that actually has many applications in what's called the military modernization market. There's a lot underway. This is big. And Quest's signature product today networks soldiers and their weapon systems, something that's never before been possible. So, in short, think of it as turning soldiers' traditional, dumb weapon systems into modern smart weapon systems. And the U.S. Department of Defense has already begun using this from Quest in its military exercises. So, this kind of technology, I should say, is key to the modernization plans of ground forces in the US, Canada, NATO, and NATO partner nations. So it's an important high growth segment of the defense market, estimated to be worth more than $14 billion. And today, Quest has the leading technology for enabling this kind of modernization. Quest, I should say also, I know you want to talk about this, has a deep background in firearms platforms and munition and exploiting an important new non lethal munition system. So that wasn't quite an elevator pitch, depending how long the elevator ride was, but I hope that paints the picture.
Yeah, amazing. That was a lot. That was good. Thanks for sharing that. Can you tell us a bit about your past successes in non lethal technology?
Sure. Well, first, to explain that for folks, there are several different segments to the non lethal market, such as crowd control, subjugation of dangerous subjects, personal defense, even high action gaming, and military and police training, which together constitutes in itself another multi-billion-dollar market of recurring spending every year because these are consumables. And I first pioneered non lethal technology for training military and police many years ago with the creation of a product called simunition, just like it sounds. It's a contraction of the two words simulation and munitions. And you can see that at simunition.com. And so it's a bit like, in its original form, paintball, but for real weapons, for extremely realistic force on force training of soldiers, police tactical teams, counter-terrorist units. And today, Simunition is owned by General Dynamics, and it remains the world leader for this kind of training. So that's what I cut my teeth on. And then for several years, I was also executive chairman of a company called United Tactical Systems out of Chicago. And it has a very popular line, well known in the industry, called Pepperball for riot control and for personal defense. And it also has a line of recreational products for high action combat gaming. So there's a thumbnail on my background in the non lethal industry, which has been extensive.
Right. Wow. I didn't realize it branched out in so many different ways. That's really impressive. David, could you go into greater detail into the non lethal technology purchase agreement that took place along with the low energy cartridge technology?
Sure. So, well, just to set the stage for you, over the years, they have been only incremental improvements to establish non lethal technologies, many of which are not lethal. They've killed a lot of people. So it's tough to get something that's truly non lethal. And there really has been no breakthrough technologies, no universal, reliable cartridge based system that can address all segments of the non lethal market, the ones I just described to you. So I created a technology to do exactly that, known as the low energy cartridge system. So Quest was well aware of my previous successes with non lethal systems, and it asked to option the low energy cartridge technology. And recently, signed a definitive agreement to acquire it, which has since been approved by the TSX Venture Exchange. And we're now going through a few other final closing formalities and expect the be introducing this product into the market in this fiscal year.
Yeah, that's awesome that you made such a great breakthrough with this. What do you see this technology becoming ready for the market, and what does the commercial rollout strategy look like?
So it's ready to begin uh, producing what we call demonstration samples, and so the market can expect to see some, I think, impressive videos of what that looks like and the many different applications it has. And we have plans to have this in the market, as I say, this year. And we'll be going after selected parts of the non lethal market, first of all. We won't say more than that so as not to tip off the traditional competitors. Uh, but I think we have a compelling plan for that, and people will be excited to see the product.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to be ready that quick. That's definitely exciting. What other products and technologies in Quest portfolio would you say investors should pay more attention to?
Well, as I said, the core technology, which is this ultra miniaturization and integration capability around sensors and software and ballistic algorithms, it has a lot of application across the whole modernization of land forces market. Big market. And some of the other things the company has already shown on its website and is bringing to market this year, along with the low energy cartridge, is the drone missile system. And so, this is very Star Wars. It's got a lot of artificial intelligence on board. Looks like just what it says, a drone missile. And it will go up and automatically locate a hostile drone, lock onto it, chase it, hunt it, kill it with pure kinetic impact and bring it down. This is important because there's requirements for this everywhere. Electronic countermeasures against drones, can be effective, but they can also not be effective. And so you need that last mile option. How are you going to bring the drone down if nothing else is working? As well, we have a laser defense system. Again, this is all viewable on the website. A very important development in response to urgent requirements from the NATO forces, and this answers the threat that's appearing in other parts of the world now by bad actors who are not party to international conventions against the use of lasers and the weaponization of them against personnel. And so this is a weapon that's being used today to fry optics on the battlefield, including eyeballs. So it's a weapon of great intimidation and creates expensive, lifelong casualties. And this system from KWESST will detect that the laser is present, and it will actually pinpoint its location so countermeasures can be taken. Another product that's coming to market this year. As well, we have a miniaturized electronic decoy system. And what this does is in a very small package, it mimics the communications of NATO forces, all kinds of communications that NATO forces emit. And that makes it very much harder for an enemy to find them. Otherwise, you stand out. If you're only group there in a theater of operations, it's very easy, even for unsophisticated adversaries, to locate where you are and then attack and destroy you. And there's been some very big incidents where exactly that has happened in recent years. So this allows you to sprinkle these on the ground by vehicles or man portable, as they say, person deployable, and or you can also put them on drones and they can hop around and look like a mobile convoy. It creates a complete phantom of friendly force locations. That's why it's called the Phantom. And so that one we're bringing to market this year as well. And finally, by late in the year, we'll have a product that sounds like it's not very sexy, and it's not, but the market for it is vast. And this, again, using Quest's ultra miniaturization technology, puts a sensor inside firearms, starting with assault rifles, that will count the number of shots it has fired over time, even what kind of shots it has fired. Blanks, normal rounds, tracers, that all have a different degrading effect on the weapon. And this way, it's like having an odometer on your car. You know when it's due for servicing for what. And this has two big benefits for customers, and that is that it vastly reduces the cost. of maintaining your weapons inventory because you just refurbish a weapon for what it needs at the time. That second benefit is that because you can do that, it keeps it in top operational condition. So that is the on the menu for this year. It's a big year of rollout, and of course the low energy cartridge you just spoke about is an important part of this as well.
Yeah, that's crazy. Those are definitely some pretty cool products to keep an eye out for. And I just can't believe how much technology is constantly evolving and all these amazing products are going to be hitting the market. That's exciting.
Mm. Well, it is, and there's the beautiful thing about being in the defense business these days. At first, the defense business is always there. It's not a market that goes away, but it is applying a lot of technology as part of its modernization program. So there's endless opportunity to be part of this modernization.
Great. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time today, David. It was very nice talking with you here on the Cannabis Investor Channel.
And you, Jenna, thanks very much.
If you would like to learn more about Quest or stay connected, please go to their website at www.quest.com and stay up to date on their latest news. You can also find them on the CSE under KWE.